Hey up, welcome back to the Man Cave Workshop and thank you so much for joining me again. Well, we've had some fun with this one and now it's time to clean it up and get it all back together. And you know, after the light-hearted videos that we've got to get some serious work done on this radio now. It definitely deserves it. So I've already glued back down the Rexine here and now it's just a case of a clean-up job. Now there's two options really with these teak ends. When you rub them down, you can either use sort of a light teak oil. Somebody's told me olive oil actually works very well. One of my, and that tends to, them two outcomes tends to leave it a similar colour to it is. Now you'll have seen on that Hacker Hunter I didn't make the ends any darker by using this stuff, which is Danish oil. But after a bit of thought, I've been thinking, that's usually dangerous, because this is such a light colour Rexine, I think a contrast with it, if these are finished in Danish oil, the contrast of the dark here, against the Rexine, I think it'll look quite nice. This one has got the spots of decorating paint all over it like they usually do. So just going to show you what I'm going to use for the Rexine. I'm going to use this stuff. I've shown it before. It's called Simple Green, and I'm going to use this nail brush just to work it into all the bits, get that nice and clean. Can't really see what's going on here, can we? It's better, isn't it? So yeah, work it into these bits, get that nice and clean. For the ends, to strip this old finish off, I'm using a heavy duty degreaser. It's one that a YouTuber called Cody's recommends. Oh, camera's decided to drop. Yep, camera's falling off. Hang on, let's pause, get this camera back on. So yeah, you can see the camera's on an arm here, and it decided to fall off. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, this stuff, no nonsense, heavy duty degreaser, and it's by a company in the UK called Screwfix. And that was Paul Cody's, that was his recommendation, and what a superb one it is. I've used this stuff on all sorts now. It's just fantastic for cleaning a lot of stuff, especially, you know, the control knobs and things. Brilliant. So let's get this Simple Green on here. Just work it in lightly. Same on the top. I mean, I think the degreaser would do this Rexine really well, but I'm just going to try it with Simple Green because I've used this stuff quite a lot before and I do like it. I think this is much more available in the USA than it is in the UK. I bought this that I'm using. I bought quite a while ago, and it's lasted for a long time. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get any more. So if not, what I'll probably do is just use that degreaser in future. But like I say, I do like this Simple Green. It tends to be really kind to the Rexine. So I'm just, you see what I'm doing, I'm just going to get on and clean all this Rexine up, get it looking nice and smart again. The other thing I've got is, if you're using Danish oil, you'll need a piece of lint-free cloth. Always put a glove on as well when you apply it. It's been covered before. I think I covered it in the first video on the Roberts Rambler. So I think what I'll do is just get on with this. Now this Danish oil does need a few hours in between each coat, and I'll end up putting 3 on. Like I say, I'm going to strip this first with a degreaser, and the next time you see it, it should be looking much nicer. So there we go, all back together. It's had Danish oil on the ends. We've cleaned up all the Rexine. The ends have come up pretty nice, to be honest. They've only had 2 coats. I decided to go with the Danish oil in the end because of the contrast with the colour. I think it just looks nice. There's the back. Cleaned up all the Rexine. There's the famous base with all the history on it. So let's pop this PP9 battery in and give it a spin. Why not? So these, to get the bottom open, you have to unscrew that screw, pull it out, pull the battery snap out, and this is where it all began with this radio. It didn't work because the negative lead had come away from its snap position, so that's just been soldered back on. So is the radio off? Let's see. Yeah, it's off. I think we know it works. We tested it earlier, didn't we? Let's put the snap on. Now this is a common thing. The positive end of the battery snap is loose. So let's get some pliers out. And the way to do this is to gently, or with a mallet if you wanted to, just squeeze the snap back together. Let's see if that gets a better grip. Yeah, no, perhaps needs a little bit more. Let's just squeeze them in a little bit more. I hope you've enjoyed this humorous series on this R717, but the final outcome is we got a good radio here. In the end we got a good radio. Watch it not work now. Wouldn't that be fun? So I'm just going to do that finger tight on this. So here we go. Let's see if it works. What we on? We're on long wave.
And that worked against us. Some of that was to do with a feeling of alienation.
Let's have a good look at it. There is, as we know, there's a tiny line there where we removed the chassis. Okay, medium wave.
More. I've checked out. Very good advice there. I guess the problem is, Dr. Zoe, there's somewhat conflicting advice, isn't there? We've for so long seen politicians standing up in Downing Street.
Okay, FM.
I don't think it had gone well.
Really good stories come out of people like doing their own hair and being like, actually, I didn't realise I'm actually a hairdresser at heart. I've only heard horror stories.
Yeah, I've not heard it that way at all. I think it's only gone the other way, which should be putting me off wanting to do my own.
So there we go. That's the final on this Roberts R717. If you come across one of these sets, they're brilliant. I think, and I didn't show it, somebody in the first video was asking about the size of it compared with a Roberts Rambler. So let's grab a Rambler, the one we did earlier on in the on this channel. So there we go, size wise. So lengthwise, nearly bang on. Height wise, the R717 is slightly higher. Girth, let's do girth. Yeah, girth, the R717 is slightly wider as well. So there you go. Nothing much else to say on this one. All done. I say I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you join me on the next project. We'll try and smash up another radio, hey? And as always, be good to each other, and I will catch you next time. Cheers, guys.